time? Okay. All right. Good morning, High Ten George Realty, and hope you have a very nice weekend. The weather is getting very nice, and it's really a good time to start marketing to put in good work for a year because this is the best season to do real estate. And also there's some good news for you too. Over the last week, you know there's a little bit surge in pending sales, believe it or not, and also the house start has been up 11%. The interest rate has been stabilizing. Now it's hovering at about 6.3 to 6.5. So that's pretty good compared to we have the 6.7 before is a little bit lower now and stabilizing too. The market in California is still pretty robust because we still have shortage in housing. All this good news is enough to motivate you to do more business this year before the year ends. And the time goes by very fast. This is almost half of the year. And this is the best time to do real estate to pack in some of your good efforts. Okay. And also, and last week the new Fed chairman assumed his position, Kevin Walsh. I think he's more sympathetic about the interest rate than Jerome Powell, and hopefully he'll be more willing to reduce the interest rate a little bit sooner. But you never know. He's not as predictable as we would like to. And also, Jerome Powell wants to stay until the end of 2027, so he might still pulling some string behind the scenes. So we'll see. Keep our fingers crossed. But nevertheless, we cannot give up, and this time to really do some business. Okay. All right, now I think all of you know that Kanita Sugars is going to be our affiliate spotlight today. But before we introduce her, let's do the introduction for the other affiliates. So let's begin with John Wax from Snap.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Michelle, for allowing us to be here and a part of your meeting. I just want to say I'm gonna jump on the piggyback on what Peter's saying. This is the best time to be in real estate. Schools are ending, and they may take some short vacations, but they're gonna have to consult with people and find out what their value of their homes are, and find out if they have to do anything before they sell their homes. But this is the best time to be in real estate, and I've seen 32 of these years in the real estate on the NHD side. So I just wanted to put that out there. The other thing I wanted to put out there is, remember, you should order your Snap NHD reports at time of listing, or even better, take it with you on your listing appointment. When you get a preliminary title, you get the NHD report. Take it with you. It has valuable information regarding if there's hazards affecting the property, what the taxes are, and environmental hazards if you get the environmental report. Also, don't forget, you do need an NHD report for the leases, for residential leases. Ours is free, and it's just an NHD statement of flood and fire. And we do that for you, and you can rely on the information. We have $100 million of E&O insurance. We step in the shoes to protect you guys. And then last two things, use the tools. We have the tools. We have the hazard preview. We do it. All you do is log on to snapnhd.com, put the information in the screen, push start, and then boom, on the right-hand side, in-out determinations, fire, flood, earthquake, fault, seismic hazard, and then also the property tax estimator. Your buyers want to know what their obligation is going to be on the supplemental taxes. And biggest tip to you, always wear badges, carry pens, cards, and the appropriate documents with you, because you never know where your next deal is coming from. Let's go out and grab the business, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John. Appreciate that. Next we have Sandy Franco. Well, I mean,
I'm
you
gonna
guys
go get. I'll go
have
get Sandy. I'm stepping in for Sandy today. No,
Okay, okay, all right.
so good to see everyone. I was just gonna mention real quick. Oh, here she comes. We're both hopping on. So real quick, you got your team here. So really quick, I was just gonna mention. I've had a bunch of agents that have been doing a lot of things that the biggest thing that I've been involved with is doing videos that you can just post on your stories, just talking about the industry, right? Talking about things that are going on, and kind of doing really just a little show. So going over the home warranty, going over the NHD, going over title, going over what the lender, and really laying out the process for people. If you're working with buyers, that's just a great way for you to connect with them. But for your sellers, a lot of sellers haven't sold in 10 years, right? And the industry's changed so much in that amount of time that there's so many things that you can provide them. If it's a story, you could do a little 30-second post every single week and consult with us, right? We're here to help you and give you the information that's just going to help your clients to better understand the real estate selling and buying process. And then also, obviously, First American, we invest a lot into our resources. And so that's why, we love teaming up, because you get one eagle, but you get all of us, different products and different ways to help your clients and sell. So we're here for you.
Nice segue. Can I jump in there, Peter, since he segued so nicely? I'm here, right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I just want to remind you guys that a home warranty is almost entirely reactive. We're proactive in very few ways, right? You have to have a mechanical failure to call your home warranty. We're proactive in two ways. You get to rekey the house. The first thing as you move in, that's proactive. So you don't have to have strangers wandering around your house with keys, because you don't know who the previous owner gave keys to. Dog walkers, delivery people, their children who they don't like anymore. Who knows? And then we also have HVAC tune-up twice a year, also proactive, to make sure that your furnace and or air conditioner can make it through the upcoming season. And then the last thing that's proactive, which is the most important thing, is me. I'm not reactive. I'm proactive. I solve problems and I get stuff done. So if you need anything, call, text, or email me. That's what I do. If something doesn't go right, taking too long, don't understand it, that's what I'm here to help for. Okay. And Camilla, love you. I'll give you a text after the meeting. She's sending me a message. But I've been doing this for 22 years, and let me help you help your clients. The process can be confusing. They don't understand, especially the first-time home buyers. So let me help them get the most out of their home warranty, because that's truly what I want them to do. So everybody have a wonderful long week this week, super short week next week. Because you know what? Just take Friday and Tuesday. You know what? After this call, just call it a day, people. We'll reconvene week after, right?
All right.
Have a lovely week, you guys. And if you have any questions, call, text, or email me. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy. Going back to Brandon. Brandon, you mentioned that you have a lot of videos you can provide us. How can we get access to them?
So what I was saying is that we're doing videos together, so collaborating on videos. So just take your phone, interview. So we did it at the board at West San Gabriel that I've done with a couple agents. And just this idea is just putting this information out there it's like a drip campaign. So just coming to us and using us to provide the information and talk about one of the topics, right? So whether it's NHD, whether it's home warranty, whether it's title, whether it's a lender, whether it's an inspector, any one of us, you can do that on a regular basis, right? You could do this weekly. You just record the video, put it on your Facebook and your Instagrams or your TikTok, whatever you're reaching out to people. But it's just the more you're putting that and using us for our information,
you become the expert in your field.
Right.
Okay.
And so we have them on our home warranty site, professionally done, for questions about home warranty. Log on to firstam, realestate.com, and we have videos there.
So in other words, if they want to have some topic on certain areas like escrow or NHD, and they can call you up, and then you will assist them to do the appropriate video for
Yeah.
the marketing?
And just a quick, and really what it is
How
it's
long
just
does it? Yeah, how
usually
long?
30-second or a
Okay.
minute, because you don't want it too long, right?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
most of it. People have an attention span of less than a goldfish. I don't know if you know that statistic. It's
Yeah,
less than 6
that's good.
seconds. So
That's good.
quick.
So you just need
Kind of like a commercial,
cell phone.
right?
Yep.
Yes.
A commercial, exactly. And kind of like what we do here with a spotlight, right? You can spotlight a different affiliate within, each week, and just have a 30-second to a minute. What's going on in NHG? What's going on in home warranty? What's going on in title, right? And just do that consistently. And I'm seeing a lot of agents getting a lot of, they're getting a lot of attention. Whether it's converting, right? You just got to be consistent with it. So that's the biggest key.
So
Just staying consistent.
Those videos you can post in the Facebook.
Yes, 100%.
All right.
And just use your phone, right? That's the other thing is everyone wants it to be perfect. And that's what they tell you, right? It doesn't need to be perfect.
Right.
It's just doing it consistently over and over and over again. You're going to get more and more people watching because they want the information, right?
Yeah. Good idea. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brendan.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that very much. Okay, next we have Marie from the Contempo Escrow. Marie, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Marie with Contempo Escrow here to help you grow your business. Oh, like Peter said, the market is still moving. What I'm seeing on a lot of my end is a lot of the agents have multi-offers. I'm seeing the interest rates coming down for sure. And what we're seeing is what we haven't seen for a long time is we're seeing a lot of seller credits. So settlers are offering closing cost credit. Buyers are using it to buy their points down. So we're seeing, I'm seeing interest rates at the high fives.
Wow.
Using the closing cost credit to buy down the points, which makes it worth it for those individuals to buy. So there's still things moving in the market, and it's just a matter of getting out there and doing your farming, talking to your sphere of influence. I'm always here to help you move things through if you need net sheets for your listing appointments. It's just getting it out there, and the summer months are coming, so it's time to get out there and just talk to people. Whatever you need help with, we're here for you. Have a great week to all of you. And again, if you ever have questions on mobile homes, I'm here there too. So have a great week.
Thank you, Marie. Thank you. Next, we have Matt from Stewart Title. Matt, good morning.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Just wanted to give a quick shout out, Marie. Thank you for mentioning farming. That is super important. For those that don't know me, this is my first meeting here, so I just want to say thanks to everyone and Peter for being so welcoming. But what I'm doing is I'm going to keep it very simple here. What I'm here to do is three things. Number one is generate more business, generate more leads, and generate more listings for you. Number two is I'm here to give you the tools to generate those leads and generate those listings. And number three, most importantly, is I'm here to put more money in your pocket. So what I'm doing right now is I'm using AI to find listings for real estate agents. And I'm making it very simple. What I do is I show you kind of what's available. I know there's a lot of farming programs and it can get a little bit overwhelming. But what I'm here to do is show you what's available so that when you're ready to farm a neighborhood, I will show you exactly who to reach out to so that you can save time, you can save money, and that you can grow your business. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put my information in the chat. And if you want to connect, I highly invite you to reach out and see how we can be a resource for you. Thank you.
And Matt, you're going to do a lunch and learn then in June too, right?
That's right. Yeah.
How to do farming and things with AI.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
Technology.
Yeah, I'm going to do a lunch and learn in June. I'll put the dates as well, but I'm going to teach the program that I use or to find listings using AI. So, if you guys want to join, it's going to be really informative, and I'll be there to kind of help you out.
Wonderful. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Matt. All right. Jackie, do we have anybody in the training room?
Yes, we have 3 agents in the training room right now.
Do you have any affiliates?
No.
No. Okay. All right. In that case, we have all the affiliates other than Kanita. So, Kanita, this is your affiliate spotlight time now. So go ahead.
Thank you so much, Peter. I appreciate this. So this is just the spotlight, not my actual training, right?
Right, that's correct.
Oh, okay,
Spotlight,
awesome.
yeah,
Well, I won't
that's
take up too
interesting.
much time because I'm going to be talking later. Kenyatta Sugars with Home Guard Inspection Company. I mimic everything everybody said because everybody, all of the affiliate support is so great. So listen to them.
Okay, that's it. Oh, okay.
Yep, until my part of the
You will
presentation.
save all the important information for the lunch and learn that this Wednesday, right?
Oh, this is no. Okay. I thought you were just saying that I'm gonna say something quick. No. I'll go ahead with my presentation. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
Peter.
right.
I
Okay.
was a little confused by what you were
No,
saying. So
okay.
anyhow, good morning, High 10. Thank you so much to everybody for having me here again, Peter and Michelle. It's always a pleasure to be in your presence. If you don't know me, my name is Kenyatta Sugars. I am your local account manager with Home Guard Inspection Company. I'm going to be doing a full training at High 10 this Wednesday, the 20th, at 12 noon. Well, I wanted to kind of highlight some of the things that we're going to be going over in the training. A lot has changed with Home Guard that is very beneficial to you as the agent, as well as to your buyers. We're in a very interesting time in our country right now. A lot of people are looking to save money. And so Home Guard understands that. We understand what's going on in the market right now. And so today I want to share just some discounts that Home Guard offers for you and your clients. Also, some of the partnerships that we have that can get more discounts. We have a new VIP package that came out that I'll highlight quickly. And then also we have some new forward technology that our CEO is so excited about that's going to help you get to a close quicker. So first of all, let's talk about our discounts. As you know, HomeGuard is a one-stop shop for your inspections, offering home inspections, termite, sewer lateral, roof, sprinkler inspections, condo inspections. We just added mobile home inspections because mobile homes are really, they're really on the rise right now. So I am going to share my screen because I want to show you some of our new pricing. Give me just a minute here. Can you guys see the screen that it shows right there?
Yeah,
Home Guard visual summary. Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
that's it.
So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to talk first about some of the discounts that we offer. So not only, if you see my cursor right here, not only are we a one-stop shop for your inspections, but we also offer discounts. So if anybody is representing somebody who is a military, a veteran, or a first responder, they do get an additional $25 off of their inspections with us. If they are to use our sister company, which most of you guys know, your Home Guard home warranty rep, Sam Chow is the one who services that territory. If you were to purchase inspection from us as well as home warranty, there is also an additional $25 discount. Okay, so there's two discounts right there for you. Now let's talk about the actual inspection discounts. We do allow you to pay at time on site with a check or a with cash. And if you pay on time every single time, your client will get $40 off. If you can see my cursor there moving, $40 off each of their inspections. Can you guys see that where I'm circling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they do get additional $40 discounts off of all, and it's just not home inspection. Look where it says, you see it says save, then we go over here to where it says roof. If they pay at time, then they save $40. Same thing for sewer lateral. If they pay at time, they save $40. So the difference at pay at time and billed is that they can actually have their inspections billed through escrow as well. So some clients like that ability to be able to do that. And so they have those two options available. So they have the $40 discounts if they pay at time. They have the $25 vet discounts. They also have the $25 first responder discounts. And they have the $25 home warranty discount if they do package that. Now, let's talk about our new VIP package. I know Peter was like loving that before because our old package had a buy one, get two free inspections. I'm sorry, no, it was buy one home inspection plus buy a termite inspection, and you would get a third one for free. Well, now our CEO has gone a little bit crazy and he's dropped the prices even more. So now you get buy one inspection, your home inspection, and you can get the second one for free. You don't even have to buy two. You can just buy one. So if we go here, I'll use my cursor. You get a home inspection, and here's the prices right here. And it's based on square footage. With the purchase of a home inspection, you're going to get either a roof inspection for free, a sewer lateral for free, a termite inspection for free, or a pool inspection for free. Does that make sense? Buy one home inspection, get another inspection for free. So let's say, because a lot of times people need termite inspections. Let's say I'm going to do a little exercise right now. You were purchasing a home that was in the square footage range of here, 1,501 to 2,000 square feet. You needed that. You needed a sewer lateral inspection, and you also needed a termite inspection for that. If your client pays on site at the time with cash or a check, all three of those inspections will only be $460. That is less than $500 for 3 inspections. So your clients you're gonna look like the hero. Peter, you're gonna look like the hero because they're gonna be like, wow, this is very cheap. Somebody called me on Friday and he was blown away. The agent gave the client my direct information because they just was like, I want you to talk to them about the inspections and the packages that you have. The client said to me, I can't believe that I'm going to get 3 inspections for less than $500 when I was prepared to pay about $1,000. So as you can see, that brings a lot of value and it makes you look like the hero in your client's eyes. So I wanted to show you that. And then now I'm going to switch over to some of our new technology, which is just so amazing. I'm going to play a video. We have something called visual summary. So you know how you get your written reports back? Sometimes those reports can be a little cumbersome, right? Especially for a new home buyer. They're like, what is all of this? Some of the verbiage may throw them off a little bit, so much so that some of those inspection reports for some companies can cause confusion and chaos, and it may kind of throw the deal. Well, HomeGuard understands that, and we're like, how can we come up with something that's going to allow the agents to sit with their client and go through the written reports easier? And we came up with some technology called visual summary. I'm going to play a quick little video about that, but in short, once you get your written reports now from HomeGuard, it will still include the regular written report, the photos, but it will also include a customized map to the home, and it will include a video presentation from the inspector calling out information that is need to know, must deal with right now, and that can provide you with more leverage when you're negotiating with the seller. So if everybody let me just make sure I have this cut up. I'm gonna play this 2-minute video real quick.
organized here. Each number icon mirrors the number placed directly on the homepage.
Kanita, we cannot hear that too well. Is there any way?
You can't hear me?
No, we cannot hear too well. It's the volume is too low.
Oh,
Yes, the microphone sounds very far away.
oh gosh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we cannot hear it at all now.
Oh, sorry. Well, I stopped the video. I'm sorry. I didn't know that you guys could not hear it. But you can see this picture, right? The picture of the home. Okay. So when we get in person on Wednesday, I'll be able to play that so you can have the volume there. Pretty much what she was saying, this picture that you see for if you're selling a house or buying a house for your buyer, Peter, and it's 123 Green Avenue, you're going to receive a customized map for that home that is included in the written reports, and you're going to be able to hover over whatever section, like this 8 is highlighted. That means there was something found in that area. You're going to be able to highlight that, and then there's going to be videos over here to the right. If you can see my cursor moving, there's going to be videos right here that is going to show you what was found in the roof. So it's going to allow you to really, really get through those written reports really quickly. Something else that it's going to offer, not only the visual summary did we just upgrade, we're also including repair estimates in our written reports, and that is available upon request if you want them. So we'll include a low to high range. Low is going to be, hey, I'm in love with this house. I know it has some repair work. Here is what a low, I'm just going to bandage it up price would be based on the marketplace. Then we'll also provide a mid-range repair cost, as well as I want to fix everything. Here is a high repair cost based on the marketplace value. So that is now also included when you order a VIP package from us, which again is buy a home, get another one for free. So I'm going to stop my sharing right now. There we go. Stop share right now. And so that's just a little tidbit of information. We are hosting a lunch and learn again, myself and Sam. We're hosting that on Wednesday at noon. I hope you guys have RSVP with Michelle and that you're going to come. As you know, I'm always going to bring the energy. We're going to have a good time, and you're going to learn more about how HomeGuard can help you and your buyers. And that's all I have.
And also a light lunch will be provided too.
Oh, yeah, lunch and learn. Oh, yeah, we can't have learning without lunch, Peter. No way.
Okay, thank you, Kanita. Kanita, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Okay, any question for Kanita before we continues? Any questions? Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Okay,
I have a question. This is Camelia. I was just wondering if we have our own estimate and it's higher, then I was wondering, is there a way that we could not send that over to the seller, the estimates that you provide?
Yes, the estimates that we provide are only based upon requests.
Oh, okay.
So if you want us to do the request, the estimator, you have to request it. We don't automatically send that over.
Okay. Is that an extra charge?
No, it's free. It comes with the VIP package. Great question.
Great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. All right. At this time, I'd like to remind all of you who register for CRE WIN class. They will continue their 7th session this week at 10 o'clock. And after that, we'll have Kanita's lunch and learn at 12:30. So, for people who will have registered for both sessions, is a kind of a back-to-back seminar. But it will be fun and very informational. The CRE WIN class will have the property valuation as well as financial analysis. It will be a very informative session. So for those who have registered for CRE WIN class, make sure that you don't miss this session. And also, I want to remind you that in order to get a certificate, you have to attend at least 80% of the seminars. So keep that in mind. And also, we have a very a unique seminar on Friday training too. It's on Cuba Casa. I don't know whether you have heard about that or not. It is AI program where you can use your phone to just scan the surrounding, on any room or any setting you want, and then they will give you a floor plan, And it used to be, if you have to do that, it will cost you at least like $300 and $400 to get a floor plan to show your client what kind of what kind of floor plan you have for your property. But now this is free, and then it's very convenient because you can just use your phone. You can just call the number and use your phone to scan it, and then you will have your floor plan within 24 hours. Okay, they will send it to your email address. Now it's for the fundamental one where you don't need a fancy coloration and stuff like that is free. But if you want more whistles and bells and whistles, you can start with $35 and and then add up the more luxury versions. So, but anyway, the basic one will be suffice to have a preliminary floor plan for you as far as the marketing is concerned. So, very, very nice app that we're going to show you how to use it, and it's free. Okay. All right. Don't miss this opportunity. It's going to be at 11 o'clock this Friday. Okay. Any questions? Well, if no question, I would like to tell you what is happening in High-10 George Realty. We have a pretty good week last week. We have 7 new escrows and 7 new listings and 3 closed escrows. So let me begin with the new escrows for this week. The first one is a condo by Nina Xu for the condo in Monterey Park for $1.25 million. Pretty good condo. It's a kind of a luxury condo for $1.25 million. And then we have a lease in Monterey Park by Harrison Camp for 205 North Nicholson. And also we have Rosa Reyes, double-ended residence in the Southgate for $1 million. Congratulations, Rosa. Good job. The next will be Shimei Cam, also a double-ended lease in Diamond Bar for $151,460. And also Miles Chow had made a lease in Burbank for $1.8 million. It's a commercial lease in the Burbank. So as I said, sometimes the commercial lease is pretty lucrative. And look at this. This is $1.8 million. It's just like selling a home, It's very good. Congratulations, Miles. Then we have Rosa Reyes as a residence in Long Beach for $970,000. Then you have Judy Salazar for selling house in Highland Park for $550,000. So these are the new escrows for this week. The new listings we have Nina Xu for the new listing for $1.29 million for the condo in Alhambra, and then Amy Wong has a lease for $14,500 per month for the lease in Alhambra. Then we have Nida Rocha for income property in Gilroy, for $850,000. Then we have Liz Webb for a residence in the La Ponte for $825,000. Then Andy Su, pretty good too. He has a new listing of commercial units, income property, 7 units apartment in Almonte for $1.78 million. Good job, Andy. And then we have a Ming Lee, commercial lease for $3,650 per month and the listing commission is 5%. So not too bad. And then we have Juan Violante for residents in Lakewood for $850,000. All right, then we have 3 closed escrow last week. The first one is a lease with Shimi Cam double-ended the lease for $151,460. And then we have Carlos Ruiz for consummating or listing the condo in Palm Springs for $145,000. Then we have a lease by Shimi Camp double-ended for $55,504. So we, as I said, we have you know, quite a bit of activities in the office, and the activities has been gone up consistently the last couple months. So this is a good time to do real estate, and this is the best time to pump up your energy and get some deals, you know, before the year end. So congratulations on those who are working hard on the deals, and hopefully we can keep the momentum. All right, any questions regarding the listing, new listing, and new sales? And or you have any listings that you have reduction in price, or you have an open house that you want to pitch, or you have anything about your property that you want to mention to us? This is time to tell us. Anybody? No one like to talk? Okay, well, if not, then I will go strictly to my presentation for this week, and this is the one that I didn't manage to deliver because of the time that we are running out of time last time. So I will share my screen. Oh, what happened to the screen sharing? Jackie, can you enable me to share screen?
Okay, Peter, I made you co-host.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, I'm sure that a lot of you have, in some time in your practice, have given or received referral fees. This is a very common thing within the real estate industry. You know, sometimes we give the non-licensed people for referring business to our firm, or referring business to the individual agents, and we give them referral fees. And that's perfectly fine. And also when somebody referral and non-licensed people refer to business to our company, then some of them get referral fees as well. And also routinely we share commissions between offices, between brokerages, and also within our own company, and that is perfectly fine. But there are a lot of times that we have to be careful because the referral fee is strictly scrutinized by federal law, state law, and local laws. So if you're not careful, you can be in violations, and we don't want you to get into violations because it can be substantial. The worst scenario is that your license can be suspended or canceled. So I want to revisit our guidelines on the referral fees, so you have a good idea of when or not you can give referral fees or receive referral fees. Okay. Now, as you know that the first the barrier is the federal law, and it's called the RESPA laws, and it's primarily target on those the residential property that's 1 to 4 units, and also it's federally mortgaged the lenders, and so if you have a residence 1 to 4 unit, and and if the buyer will take occupancy for their personal use, and also it's a federally backed lender loans or in any kind of real estate transaction, then you cannot give out referral fees. You cannot give referral fees to the unlicensed people, even though it is isolated incidences. And of course, you can share commissions with the other agents, but as far as referral fees from the lender or from the brokerage to the unlicensed people, you cannot do that under the RESPA rule. So the only exception is that the rebates, the commissions to buy or seller are okay. So in other words, if you're in a transaction where you give concessions to on the commissions paid by the buyer or seller, that's perfectly fine. And also within the brokerage, if you want to share commission inside the agent or between the brokerages, that is perfectly okay as well, as long as the agents are licensed. So when is the referral fee okay then? Well, it is okay under RESPA law if it is all cash deal, or if the investors finance the deal, or if it is commercial or vacant land or residential 5 units or more, or if the lender is the hard money loans, or if the buyer carry back on the financing. So under these circumstances, the RESPA law doesn't apply. But don't jump into the conclusion yet, because you still have to look at the state laws and look at the NAR, look at the business and professional laws under the states. So if you want to pay a referral fee to the non-licensed and some of the exception area, that is fine, as long as the non-licensed referral is isolated incidents, as long as it's just for with instruction only, meaning that after they introduce the buyer or seller, and that's to the extent of it, they don't get involved anymore. So it's a strictly referral fees basis. And also the non-licensed, make sure that the non-licensed cannot do any real estate activities in terms of negotiating deals on the real estate transaction, or access licenses, because they are not licensed. So anytime they do the licensed activities, it will be violations of the DLE rules. So you don't want to get into that. So the conclusion is, and also, finally, no matter what type of contract transaction, you can never receive a referral fees from the escrow, from the structural pest control firms, or from the home protection agent company, or title insurance company, or control escrow company, or underwritten title company. So these are what we call the what we call the settlement services company, and any you cannot get any referral fee from that, because it is in the pretext of kickback. The RESPA and all the state laws strictly prohibit kickbacks from all this settlement, what they call quote unquote settlement company. So this is a no-no. Okay. So now let's look at the case study where you are you're representing a buyer to buy a piece of not a piece of property, but buy a hotel in the local area, and we want to know whether you can get a referral fees from the lender if the lender decided to give you some percentage or a flat fee for the referral of the business to a company. Let's by looking at it by looking into the federal law called the RESPA. Now, as I said, the RESPA rules is the first level. The barriers that you have to overcome is a federal law. So it applies to residential property 4 units or less, and it involves the federal backed loans or in any of the village transaction. But since this is a commercial transaction, because the sale of the hotel is a residential transaction, and it does not fall into the scrutiny of the RESPA law. So for this is fine. You're not in violation of federal laws. But look at the state licensing laws. The state licensing laws prohibit, or not prohibit, but it requires that all the referral fee be paid only to the licensed broker. So if you are a salesperson, you have to go through that with the supervising broker if you want to receive the referral fees from any lender or any non-licensed people. And also, it has to be scrutinized or overseen by the broker itself, and you cannot use your agent's salesperson's license to get referral fees. And also, you have to disclose it. You have to disclose to everybody that you're receiving this referral fee, and you have to get the permission from the seller and the buyer. Okay, and then you have to comply with the NAR Code of Ethics, because in Article 6 of the Code of Ethics of the NAR, it specifically says the realtors should not accept any commission, rebate, or profit on expenditures made for their clients without the client's knowledge and consent. So in order to comply with this law or the Code of Ethics, you have to provide prior disclosure to your client, the seller or buyer, or the client, and also must consent to the arrangement. The third thing that you have to look at is the California Business and Professional Code. There are several areas that you have to comply with. The first one is the licensing barriers in the BPC section 10137, and it says that all the commission has to go through the broker itself, and then also by and then in virtue of the BPC 10137, they specifically prohibit any kickback from the settlement service providers, such as the lender, title company, pest control company, the escrow, and or home warranty company, and so if the Department of Real Estate think or view that the referral fee is a kickback in any sense, then you'll be ground for disciplinary action. So this is very important, the law, and then this is very strict too. So you have to be very careful. And then you have to look at whether your broker or your brokerage firm have any MLO, which is the loan originator, the mortgage loan originator requirement, whether they have the license to do that. And if they have the license to do that, then you can get the referral fees, because then theoretically they participate in the mortgage lending process through the representation of the MLO. So it's okay. But if you don't have the MLO, and then if you are getting referral fees from the lenders, then you're in violation of this requirement by the DRE, and you'll be subject to disciplinary actions. And then you have to comply with the fiduciary duty and disclosure rule by the BPC, section 10177.4, which means that you own the fiduciary duty to your clients about disclosure of any compensation or any secret profits that you derive from your any sources in the release transaction. So if you are in violation of that, then it's a straightforward breach of fiduciary duty violations, and it can be very substantial. So the practical implication is that although that sometimes you may find that you can give a finder's fees to anybody, including the licensed people. But the reality is that the bank policy, most of the banks don't want to do that because they don't want to get into that kind of liability, because there's a lot of nuances that you have looked into, and they don't want to take that risk. So a lot of banks don't want to do that, but some of the hard money loan company, they are in the gray line of doing business, and so sometimes they do that. But even if they do that, you have to make your own decision whether you want to get into that kind of risk or not. So well, summary on this case study is you have to look at all the different section that scrutinize on the referral fees, which is the federal law by RESPA, California DLE, the regulations, rules and regulations, and state law by the business professional corporation laws, and then any out ethics. And so you have to go through the analysis, all these aspect of requirements. So the final thought is, okay, that at least if you can forget anything about this today's things about the referral fees, the minimum things that you have to be sure of is that you have to get your broker's approval. In other words, if you're working in the brokerage firms, and then you should consult your supervising broker as to whether you can give out or receive referral fees or not. And minimally, you have to have a written disclosure to all the parties that you're receiving such a referral fees or giving out referral fees, and you have to get the client's consent, to be able to get the referral fees. So it has to be very transparent, and you have to get everybody to understand or know that you're getting or receiving or giving out referral fees. So the bottom line is, even though you can receive referral fees in the commercial setting, you have to consider whether you want to take the kind of risk or not, because a lot of times in the gray area where things are not at that concrete and not clear cut. So you really have to take into the consideration of whether the benefit will outweigh the risk, and it is your after all, it is your risk that you have to mitigate. So the bottom line is to keep it a careful consideration, and don't take it too lightly. Okay. And if you any doubt of that the referral fees, you can always come to me, come to Michelle, or even if you want, you can call the hotlines of for the car hotlines. They will give you good directions if you can give them the the case essences, and discuss with them whether the referral fee appropriate or not. Okay, so that's all I have to show you today. Any questions?
I have a question. This is
Yeah,
Camille.
Camelia, go ahead.
Do referral fees from like an out-of-area licensed agent to another licensed agent need to be disclosed to the client? We've never done that in the past.
No, you don't have to do that. Yeah. Any referral between the brokerage or even inside the brokerage firms, you don't have to. Yeah, you can freely do the referral fees, but you do have to disclose it in your documents, in your escrows.
In my escrow.
Yeah,
So
and
in
your
the
escrow
past, we
paper. That's all. You always do that.
no, in the past we've never had to because it's paid after closing.
No,
From
not in the closing. You still have the, you have the referral fee agreements. Remember, if you have referrals, you always have the referral fee agreements as part of
yes.
the escrow instructions.
Well, okay.
Yeah, you should.
I always have the referral agreement signed by you, but it's never affected escrow because usually Lee takes care of it.
Uh, no, if you have inter the brokerage, you should have a commission or referral agreement.
So it's outside. So
But the outside, if the inside, if it's an internal policy, we can do that internally without the disclosure because it's within the same brokerage.
okay,
But if it's beside, if other brokerage is involved, you should disclose it in escrow.
even out of state brokerages.
Yeah, out of the state, especially out of state. Yeah,
Peter,
yeah.
I'm gonna side with, I'm sorry.
Amelia.
Yeah, because if we are correct, most times, unless we receive a CDA that allots for us to break up that commission, if it's one check to that brokerage, we have no affiliation to that referral. So if there's an in-house referral to your company,
Yeah,
and
that's you don't.
yeah, unless we receive a CDA that authorizes us to pay that benefit, that third party,
Yeah.
but we don't do that. So if
Yeah, we most of the time we have that commission sharing agreement.
have that, will allot for us to write that check to that individual, but if
Yes.
it's a check, we do not have any portion of that referral at all.
You don't need to disclose it?
No, because it's a referral within your in-house.
Oh, in-house is fine. In-house is fine. I'm
Yeah,
talking about from the other brokerage.
Oh, yeah. If it's other brokerage, then we put it on personally, we
Yes.
put it on the commission instructions. If it's another,
Right, exactly.
of course, no.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I'm telling Camelia. That's the difference. Camelia, you are clear about that?
I'll come and talk to you guys personally because
Okay.
no one's ever told me this. Okay. And then if quickly sometimes security firms like ADT offer referral fees. I've never taken them. My clients never want to give their information, but they offer like 250. I always thought it was illegal, but they keep doing this. So
Oh,
is
no,
it
that's
legal?
they should go through their brokerage before they can do that.
Well, they try, but
But
my clients,
usually
I was
for our company, we don't want to do that.
yeah, I don't do it because first of all, my clients have to consent to giving their
Yeah.
email and their,
Right.
and I also disclose to them that I'm going to get a commission. And usually they say, no, I'm not interested. So,
Okay, good. Yeah.
but is it
That's the
illegal?
right way to handle it, Camelia.
Is it illegal?
Yeah. They have it's a settlement service provider, and they it is
Okay.
yeah, it's very risky.
Okay.
All
And,
right.
and also how much is the finder's fee for a non-agent limited to?
Well,
For
it
some,
doesn't have a specific limitation, and anything that 20% is okay. Because
oh,
of course if it is like more than 50%, then it raises a eyebrow for everybody.
oh, I didn't realize that the finder fee could be that high. Okay. I
Yeah.
was only going to give 25, 125.
25%, 15, 25, you know.
Not a percentage. I would give them a flat amount, like $125.
Oh, that's
But
fine too, you know, it's okay.
okay. Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Sure. Anybody else?
Nope. Have a great week, everybody.
Okay, yeah, looks good. Yeah, then you guys have a nice week.
I'm here for
we'll
you.
see you. Oh, and by the way, we don't have any meeting next week because it's the Memorial Day the weekend. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. All right?
Exactly.
All
Okay.
right.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
everybody.
Have a good day.
I'm working.
Bye-bye.
Bye.